land holds nothing but promise for adventurers. I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra by selling their wool. Nothing better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, make a little extra by selling their wool.
जोल भाई तुम्हारे आईडी में ही हूँ मैं अभी, तो तुम्हारे आईडी में समनिंग बताओ क्या करना है। मैं लॉगिन ही तुम्हारे आईडी में करा कि सीधा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते, सीधा स्टार्ट कर। भाई इतनी ज्यादा गर्मी थी ना, मैं अर्ली आ जाता बट भाई बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी थी। निकोल मस्टफुल है। ऑनेस्टली काफी अच्छी यूनिट तो है। अभी देखो वारका के अलावा कोई अच्छा डीपीएस तो है नहीं जिसकी वो सपोर्ट है। वारका के अलावा एक और कैरेक्टर है जो कि मुझे लगा जिसकी सही है, दैट इज अर्ले। वैसे तुम पे भी अर्ले है। वेरेसा की भी बहुत अच्छी सपोर्ट है वो, बट वेरेसा मेरे पास तो है नहीं, बट अर्ले की बहुत अच्छी सपोर्ट है। अर्ले ड्यूरिन है क्या तुम पे? अगर ड्यूरिन नहीं है तो फिर फिशल रख सकते हो। अर्ले, निकोल, फिशल एंड शेवरोस, वो टीम भी बहुत ब्रोकन है। एंड भाई अर्ले का कांस्टेंट 100k के ऊपर डैमेज आ रहा था, मतलब मोनोपायरो वगैरह। गर्मी तो बहुत ज्यादा है भाई, सही में बहुत ज्यादा। मुझे गलती से निकोल मिल गया 13 पुल 50 विन। अच्छा है, अब ड्यूरिन निकाल लो। तो बताओ भाई क्या करना है, पुल करना है, सेव करना है?
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day, so don't worry about me. I can keep up.
निकोल और ड्यूरिन दोनों सही रहेगा। हाँ, अगर एक भी नहीं है तो हाँ, तो निकाल सकते हो दोनों। ड्यूरिन काफी अच्छा सब डीपीएस है, दोनों के साथ एक टीम भी बन जाएगी अच्छी। फ्यूचर के लिए बेटर किया रहेगा। देखो निकोल एंड ड्यूरिन तो मैंने निकाला है क्योंकि मुझे लगता है वो फ्यूचर प्रूफ है। बाकी सुपर कंडक्ट की जो डीपीएस आएगी आएगा, उसका कुछ बता नहीं सकते।
Some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, they can make a little extra by selling their wool. This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
बारबारा को लेवल 900। अरे 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 भाई, लोअर इनएक्यूरेट बारबारा क्यों बना रहे हो? बारबारा को 90 मत करो, लेवल 80 करके छोड़ दो। सुपर कंडक्ट में नहीं, सुपर कंडक्ट में अटैक बफ प्रोवाइड तो कर देगी अगर अटैक स्केलिंग हुआ या हुई डीपीएस तो, एंड शील्ड भी प्रोवाइड कर देगी। बट वैसे हाँ, अगर कोई हेक्सराइज सुपर कंडक्ट डीपीएस आया या आई जो कि क्रायो या इलेक्ट्रो की हुआ या हुई, देन उसमें चल जाएगी निकोल। ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि नहीं चलेगा। फॉर एग्जांपल एक क्रायो डीपीएस आया सुपर कंडक्ट बेस जो कि हेक्सरा यूनिट भी है, फिशल टीम में निकोल डाल दो फॉर अटैक पर, बन गया टीम तुम्हारा बहुत बढ़िया। फ्यूचर में एलिस आती है तो निकोल बेस्ट होगी। एलिस तो आएगी बट बिफोर शेज़नाया बहुत मुश्किल है, मतलब पॉसिबल ही नहीं है।
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra. This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers.
निकोल देन ड्यूरिन। पहले निकोल निकालना है। योल भाई, वेलकम बैक टू द सपोर्टर्स क्लब। थैंक यू फॉर बिकमिंग ए मेंबर। लेट्स गो। क्योंकि उसकी शादी हो गई। हाँ, निकोल को लोअर में इतना
Better get me some
स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाया और यहाँ
alpacas.
सपोर्ट बना दिया।
Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya,
नहीं, लोअर में भी
this land
उसका
holds
काम
nothing
सपोर्ट का
but
ही है।
promise for
सिली का
adventurers
काम है
from
लोगों
all
को
walks of
गाइड करना,
life.
तो
Wouldn't you agree?
काइंड ऑफ सपोर्ट बोल सकते हो। पहले क्या निकलना बेटर रहेगा निकोल, क्योंकि वो शील्डर प्लस बफर है। मैं अर्ले के लिए, मतलब तुमने सिर्फ निकोल पुल कर लिया तो फिर अर्ले ओवरलोड का अपग्रेड मिल जाएगा तुम्हें। एंड अर्ले के साथ तुम्हें पता है डॉज वॉच करना इट्स टू इरिटेटिंग। वहाँ पे एक शील्डर मिल गया तो
Get me
इट्स
some
टू गुड।
alpacas. Once they've hauled everything
अगर
over to
ड्यूरिन नहीं भी
Snezhnaya,
निकालते हो तुम, फिर भी अर्ले, निकोल, फिशल एंड शेवरूस के साथ बहुत बढ़िया टीम बन जाएगा। ड्यूरिन वहाँ पे अपग्रेड रहेगा एक, मतलब ड्यूरिन के साथ दूसरा टीम बनेगा फिर अर्ले, निकोल, ड्यूरिन एंड काजुआ या कुछ। मैं तुम्हारे अकाउंट के हिसाब से बता रहा हूँ, अर्ले के साथ निकोल बेटर।
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya,
जब तक एलिस आएगी निकोल किसी 4 स्टार से पार हो जाएगी। ना भाई, हेल ना। तो उल भाई बताओ क्या समन करना है, मैं जरा एक छोटा सा रिव्यू कर लूं तब तक। रून तो है नहीं, ड्यूरिन भी नहीं है। नाइस। वो अच्छा नहीं नहीं, अटैक कम है भाई, 4 का अटैक चाहिए इसे। बहुत अटैक देती है, टीटीडीएस मत दो, स्काईवर्ड एटलस वगैरह दे दो। निकोल बेनेट से वीक मुझे तो नहीं लगी भाई। बेनेट के साथ अर्ले का कांस्टेंट 100 के तो मैंने नहीं देखा है, निकोल के साथ जो जा रहा है। क्यों अमन भाई? टाइम लगेगा थोड़ा सा श्रेयस भाई। हाउ मच अटैक शुड आई गिव? 4K। वैसे श्रेयस भाई तुम डिस्कॉर्ड में हो, अगर डिस्कॉर्ड में हो तो मुझे एक बार वो कर देना, पिंग कर देना। इफ यू डोंट माइंड, तुम्हारे अकाउंट से एक बाहर का शोकेस रिकॉर्ड कर लूंगा मैं। फुल कर दो, पायरो शील्डर इज गुड टू हैव एनीवेज। हो गया तो चलो। ऑलराइट, तो फिर उल भाई का कहना है कि पायरो शील्डर इज ऑलवेज गुड टू हैव। भाई साहब 300। भाई ये इमरजेंसी फंड्स नहीं, ये तो मेन फंड्स है। 60 पुल्स, यहाँ पे 167। भाई ये दिस इज नॉट इमरजेंसी फंड्स, दिस इज द मेन फंड। पुल तो बहुत ज्यादा है भाई, हिस्ट्री देख लेते हैं। गारंटी पिटी है, गारंटी पिटी है 53 का, 53 का गारंटीड पिटी है। तो हम लोग 7 सिंगल करेंगे ताकि 60 का पिटी हो जाए। सात सिंगल, उसके बाद मल्टी। तीन, जरा स्पीड अप करते हैं ये सिंगल्स। 4, 5, 6, 7। ऑलराइट चलो, 70 का पिटी। गारंटी तो है। आ गई, निकोल आ गई। यार ये ऑफ बैनर 4 स्टार कुछ ज्यादा ही नहीं मिल रहे हैं। भाई साहब एकदम लास्ट में,
Should I introduce myself again?
एकदम लास्ट में पूरा कितना 70 या 80। ओके तो उल भाई ड्यूरियन पुल करना है कि सेव करना है? वैसे तुम पे जितना प्रीमोज है आई थिंक कि तुम्हें एक 50-50 तक ट्राई करना चाहिए। 50-50 से ऊपर नहीं जाना चाहिए, बट 50-50 तक ट्राई करना चाहिए। तो बताओ क्या करना चाहोगे? नहीं निकाल लेता, मन कर रहा निकालने का, या वो कैरेक्टर नहीं निकालूंगा, लगेगा मेरे पास क्यों नहीं है, भले ही यूजफुल हो या ना हो। कौन सा कैरेक्टर? मेरे पास निकोल के लिए स्काईवर्ड है, बट टीम ही नहीं है। भाई अर्ले नहीं है तुम्हारे पास? पुल, ओके तो चलो। पुल भाई ने बोला है पुल, तो पुल। चलो कम ऑन प्रून। ओके नाइस। मैं बोल ही रहा था प्रून का है, प्रून कैसे नहीं मिली अभी तक? भाई रेजर, अच्छा रेजर C6 नहीं है अभी तक। प्रून के कॉन्स्टलेशन मिले ना तब ना सही हो। तो ये हार्ड पिटी है। डबल फिशल। यार ये निकोल के बैनर पे कुछ ज्यादा ही हार्ड पिटी जा रहा है। चलो लेट्स सी।
It's been a long
बट
time.
विन तो हो रहा है।
I'm Durin.
ये सेम
Everyone
चीज
used to
मेरे
call
साथ
me
भी
Mini
हुआ।
Durin, but as you
हार्ड
can
पिटी जा
see,
रहा है तो
I'm
विन,
not really
और अर्ली
mini
पिटी हो रहा है तो
anymore.
लूज। शुभम भाई के
Do
अकाउंट में
you
अर्ली
find my
लूज, मयंक भाई
appearance
के अकाउंट में अर्ली
strange?
लूज, बट
To tell
हार्ड
you the
पिटी जो
truth,
गया वो विन।
it's still a little strange to me. I have so much to learn. I hope you don't mind if I ask you for help.
हार्ड पिटी है तो विन है भाई। चलो देख लेते तुम्हारे कैरेक्टर्स पे वेपन कुछ है कि नहीं। से देने लायक वेपन, अरे बाप रे बाप, स्काईवर्ड एक ही है। आई गेस ये दे सकते हो। लुमिन से बेटर है तो इस पे, इसके लिए वेपन कुछ है? अरे 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 रे 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 रे। भाई साहब कितना होल्ड कर रहे हो उल भाई। सिक्सटी 67 120। पुल भाई 20 पुल वेपन बैनर पे करना है कि नहीं बताओ? कि सेव करना है? वेपन निकालना होगा क्या? वेपन निकाला नहीं, तुम 4 स्टार वेपन पे बिल्ड कर सकते हो, एंड क्या पता किसी दिन स्काईवर्ड एटलस मिल जाए तो फिर वो बहुत सही होगा निकोल के लिए। एंड इस वेपन पे ज्यादा पुल करना भी वर्थ इट तो नहीं होगा, पहले ये वेपन देख लेते हैं। ओके ओके 2600 अटैक चाहिए अगर सिग्नेचर वेपन है तो। वैसे तो 4000 अटैक। 26% डैमेज बफ है। ड्यूरिन का वेपन उतना ज़्यादा वर्थ तो मुझे लगता नहीं, बट आई थिंक ये भी, यस, ये भी अटैक बढ़ाता है। इसके बाद तो सेव ही होगा सैंडोने एलिस के लिए। लेट्स गो। वेपन तो बताओ कितना, 20 पुल करूं कि पूरा सेव? यो, क्या हालचाल पुकिल भाई? योइंक। निकोल की बात कर रहा हूँ, निकालने का मन है, बट चास्का और मविका के लिए हेलना रिलेकिनोवी है, रिलेकिनोवी नहीं है तो निकाल लेता। हाँ, फिर मत ही निकालो। अगर वैसे तुम पे वेरेसा है आयुष भाई, वेरेसा के लिए भी बहुत अच्छी होगी, लेकिन तुम्हें ड्यूरिन एंड वो दोनों चाहिए होंगे। तो बताओ उल्लू भाई क्या प्लान है? बट 20 से ज्यादा पुल तो मैं बिल्कुल भी रिकमेंड नहीं करूंगा। 20 में अगर आ जाता है तो बहुत बढ़िया है, दोनों में से कोई सा भी वेपन आ जाए तो। बट अगर दोनों में से कोई भी नहीं आता है देन तो पूरा सेव करना ही बेटर होगा। वेरेसा है, हाँ, वेरेसा के लिए फिर ये अच्छी सपोर्ट है। वेरेसा, निकोल, बट ड्यूरिन निकोल दोनों चाहिए होंगे तुम्हें। अपग्रेड कर दूंगा। वेपन बताओ, करना है कि सेव? वेपन का क्या करना है? ना फिर स्किप ही है। किसका जमाना हो रहा? उल भाई का। 20 में निकाल दो वेपन। तो चलो, उल भाई ने बोला है कि 20 बुल में वेपन निकाल दो। पीटी कितना था? 15 या कुछ शायद। 4 स्टार ना, डबल 4 स्टार मिले बट ना भाई। कम ऑन, सेव करो भाई। और बिल्कुल भी पुल मत करना वेपन। 108 पुल्स है, पूरा सेव करो अभी। गारंटी कैरेक्टर के लिए अभी भी 60 के आसपास पुल्स चाहिए। इस पैच में आई थिंक आ जाएगा, तो बाकी पूरा सेव कर लो। एंड कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर निकोल एंड ड्यूरिन। भाई साहब, होर्डिंग देख रहे हो? न्यू क्वेस्ट कैसा चल रहा है? अरे महंगाई का है भाई, मेरे को वो पूछना था, क्वेस्ट कितने टाइम का है?
Just like
43
that.
मिलियन, ये 4.3 मिलियन नहीं है, इट इज 43 मिलियन मोरा। I've sent it account in Discord। अभी तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा सुरेश भाई, बट मैं बाद में वो कर दूंगा, ठीक है? मैं तुम्हें सर्वर पे मेंशन डाल दूंगा। अपना एक बार यूजर नेम बताओ जरा, डिस्कॉर्ड आईडी पे। तुम्हारा डिस्कॉर्ड आईडी पे क्या नेम था? वेरेसा का F2P वेपन बता दो। ये दी वर्ल्ड शिट। तबियत ठीक है ना भाई? क्या हो गया? मेरा कंपाइलिंग शटर्स हो रहा है। कंपाइलिंग शटर्स इतना। वैसे न्यू अपडेट खेला भाई कितना? भाई मतलब क्या हो, पूरा अपडेट ही लग रहा है कैंपर्स के लिए, पूरा का पूरा। एंड टीम, देखो टीम तो वेरेसा, निकोल, ड्यूरिन,
A
शेवरूस यूज कर
legend.
सकते हो। वेरेसा, मऊइका, आयन सान, शेवरूस यूज कर सकते हो। वेरेसा, बेनेट, शेवरूस, शांगलिंग यूज कर सकते हो।
Oh,
वो फ्लाइंग मैकेनिक कंट्रोल करना बहुत हार्ड है। नहीं, फ्लाइंग मैकेनिक सही है, इजी है। मतलब चैलेंज का पता नहीं, बट स्ट्रेट अप वाला वो तो बहुत इजी है। बट भाई इतना कैंपिंग वाले एरिया से, भाई इतना कैंपिंग वाले एरिया से मैं क्या बोलूं। हैं, ये कहाँ से आ गई? स्काउट एटलस लास्ट पुल पे, कम ऑन। चलो अभी मैं जरा अपने आईडी पे लॉग इन कर लूं। ड्यूरिन बिल्ड बता दो, आज ही निकाला। ड्यूरिन बिल्ड नया वाला, उसका नॉट ग्राई वाला जो सर्ट है वो यूज करो। 2500 अटैक रखना, 130 ER, CR CD जितना बेटर रख सकते हो, एटलीस्ट 60 CR, और CD जितना ज्यादा रख सको। ठीक है, अभी तुम अपने कॉम्बोस कॉम्बोस बोल रहा हूँ, मतलब आर्टिफैक्ट सेट्स वो कर सकते हो। ER अटैक क्रिट, या फिर अटैक पायरो क्रिट, मतलब जिस पे भी मैंने जो रेशियो बोला है वो हो जाए। 60 CR, 130 ER एंड 2500 अटैक, ये तीनों चीजें मिनिमम। पता नहीं, मेरा बहुत ज्यादा जॉयस्टिक स्टक हो रहा है भाई, इस अपडेट में DDM तक नहीं खेल पा रहा। हम्म, मैंने डेलीज कर लिया था। हम्म, ठीक है, आर्गन को तुम्हारा ही वेट कर रहा था मैं भाई, कितने टाइम का है? आर्टिफैक्ट्स कौन सा लगेगा? ड्यूरिन पे नॉट ग्राई वाला, एंड निकोल पे देखो जो डोरमेन पोर्ट में एक न्यू आर्टिफैक्ट डोमेन आया है, सेलेस्टियल समथिंग करके, वो वाला। सेकंड बैनर किसका इस पैच में है? मवी का एंड लोहेन। भाई 7-8 घंटे ब्रेक पॉइंट है मैंग भाई, वरना मैं ना कर रहा आज। रेजर का नॉर्मल अप करना होता है आयुष भाई, बहुत सेफ पॉइंट है। इट इज एवरीवेयर। ओके नाइस। स्किल लीस्ट प्रायोरिटी, नॉर्मल एंड बर्स्ट हाईएस्ट। मैं चिल्ला ही रहा, चिल्ला ही रहा। अच्छा, ये हिट कैसे कर गया? स्ट्रीम साउंड आ रहे हैं, माय बैड, ऑन करना भूल गया था। ब्रेक पॉइंट्स है तो फिर वी कैन स्टार्ट इट। गेम साउंड खत्म हो गया है। हम्म। भाई बट निकोल के साथ होता उन्हें अबिस में जो 200 के चार्ज अटैक मारा है भाई, निकोल एंड ड्यूरिन के साथ। ऑनेस्टली अबिस में हाइड्रो टूल पर आए ना भाई, मजा आ जाएगा, भूताओं से क्लियर हो जाएगा। वेपन पे फुरीना सिग्नेचर दूं या बैटल पास सीआर वाला? देखो कौन से वाले वेपन पे तुम्हारा वो हो रहा है। बैटल पास सीआर दोनों वेपन है, रुको देखने दो कौन सा वाला बेटर है। फुरीना के वेपन पे तो आई डोंट थिंक ज्यादा तुम्हारा अटैक बढ़ेगा। ओके ये वाला अच्छा है, उल्फैंग इज एक्चुअली गुड। उल्फैंग इज एक्चुअली गुड अगर तुम अटैक मेंटेन कर पाते हो तो। ना दिस इज नॉट गुड, ब्लैक सॉर्ड इज नॉट। भाई ब्लैक सॉर्ड ड्यूरिन का लगता है कि सिग्नेचर है, मतलब लुक एट दिस डिजाइन, बट द पैसिव ना ब्रो। उल्फैंग कहाँ से लगता है उसका सिग्नेचर, बट लुक एट द पैसिव। भाई इस क्वेस्ट ने सुमेरु के सारे वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट को कनेक्ट कर दिया। अरे 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 उल्फैंग है, हाँ उल्फैंग यूज कर सकते हो। बस देख लेना कि अटैक मेंटेन्ड रहे। मैं उसका आर्टिफैक्ट पूछ रहा हूँ, किसका आर्टिफैक्ट अर्ज भाई, कौन से कैरेक्टर का? अच्छा रेजर का न्यू, वही नॉट क्राई में जो हेक्स सेट आया है वही वाला, क्योंकि उस पर तुम्हारा बिल्ड करना इजी रहेगा। तुम उसे थंडरिंग फ्यूरी पे भी बिल्ड कर सकते हो, बट थंडरिंग फ्यूरी के कंपैरिजन में हेक्स सेट बेटर मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा, क्योंकि हेक्स सेट पे तुम्हें 20 फ्री सीआर मिल जाता है। इफ पॉसिबल कैन आई नो व्हेन विल यू चेक वार का? भाई आज तो देखो पॉसिबल नहीं है, कल मैं मेंशन डाल दूंगा। अगर तुम बिजी रहे तो कोई बात नहीं, मैं बाद में वो कर दूंगा, उसका वो मत लो। एंड टाइम का तो मैं गारंटी नहीं दे सकता कब करूंगा।
Did you get a chance to review?
You mean the version you sent over a few
लाइक नहीं
days
कर
ago?
रहा अभी, धमकी देना
Yeah, I
पड़ेगा।
took
अरे
a look
लाइक
when I
करो
received
गाइस,
it.
इतना गुस्सा हो जाएगा वरना।
I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month. Their earnings.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profits for them?
ओके नाइस।
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't worry, I've already planned for it and the numbers look fine. We can adjust the rates starting from next month. Also, about that designer you hired, I've had to
लेजर का
revise
मैंने
his
नॉर्मल 9
proposal
और
3
बर्स्ट 11
times
कर
now,
दिया,
but he just
लेवल
doesn't
90
seem to...
C6 है। बर्स्ट लेवल 11 करने में कम रिसोर्सेस लग रहा है, क्योंकि 4 स्टार नॉर्मली सबसे
Let's cut our
इम्पोर्टेंट है
losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzaray. See, Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Cave?
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along the last time I went for drinks with him. What brings you to the city, Kale? Is your master here?
No, this is all wrong! Why is Mr. Cave saying that too? Tainari is my master, not Setho. This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who still remembers the truth.
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange. What's gotten into her?
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
हाँ क्या था ये? Oh. I guess डॉक्टर ने ऑलरेडी रिमेंसल के साथ छेड़छाड़ किया. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, स्टिल देख रहा. बताओ भाई. देखो the thing is कि तुम खुद करोगे and तुम्हें दिख जाएगा.
Lots of visitors today,
Experience
I
the first
see.
time है.
Welcome all. It's been a while.
Hey, Rahman. You know that
समझ
guy
लो
who
तुम
sells
anime देख
face
रहे हो.
powder on Treasure Street?
एनिमे को तो
I haven't
एनिमे
seen
तुम
him
खुद तो
around
बना
in a
नहीं
while.
सकते. तुम्हें
Any
देखना
idea what
पड़ेगा. ये
happened
वही
to him?
समझ लो.
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavirme on Treasure Street. He's been banned from setting up shop there for now.
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was planning to pick out some makeup for you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The legendary
Nilu- एक
Flame
second, Nilu का
Maid
voice
discussing
change?
makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer. Now there's something you don't see every
Flaming?
नीलू का वीए कब चेंज हुआ?
You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer title to scare people off? To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dia.
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the desert and give the Eremite life a try.
You would?
Huh?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of sleeping out in the wild, I think I might go look for a job at the Zubair Theater. I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time I saw you perform it. If the chance ever came
इनका
up,
रोल
I'd
उल्टा हो
love to
गया.
try it out on stage for
Why Dia
myself.
dancing hell? I could not imagine. Why imagine Dia doing Nilu's verse?
Really? If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Probably
Yo,
grab you by
Paltu.
the sleeve and never let you go again. Hey, when that day comes,
Basically the
I'll do your
soft
makeup
places,
myself.
yes.
How's that sound?
Sure. If the day comes,
या तो कॉले का ड्रीम है या फिर डॉक्टर एक्चुअली टेम्पर्ड विद द एरमन सोल.
everyone I know, everything I've ever known, suddenly it's all a jumbled mess. The question is, who's right? Them or me? Oh, my head feels so heavy. I can't think straight.
No way. Layla the merchant.
All right, not a single Mora short. That covers you for this. What a relief. I was worried the design fees I received this month wouldn't be. Well, next time, don't fret. Just let me know and I'll give you a few days' grace. We've known each other. Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel. But what about you? I keep hearing you sighing these days. Well, it's just. Don't you think this house is a little... I guess I should be used to it after living here for so many years. But for some reason, I've been feeling claustrophobic recently. Once I've made enough Mora,
So basically
I'm
यहाँ
gonna
पे
buy a
sleepwalking
huge
डोरी
new
करती है.
house. True. I'll never be able to
ये देखो
afford it
flex
on a
करने आ गया.
scribe's salary alone.
10 स्कूल में निकल गई. पिटी कर रहा था. Nice. Congratulations. No, but nobody asked, Polu. Nobody asked. Yo, Atul bhai.
Mahamatra Tainari, apprehended the suspect.
मैं बोलने ही जा रहा था टाइनरी ने साइनो का प्लेस लिया होगा और यहाँ पे आया महामात्रा टाइनरी. No
They say that
way.
the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise
No
man is not
way.
immune to it either. Suraj, do you have anything to say in your defense?
यार ये टाइनरी का ओल्ड वॉइस नहीं लग रहा.
Tainari,
टाइनरी का ओल्ड वीए
you were the
को
one
फिर
who
से
turned
हायर
the
किया है क्या
sages
इन लोगों
against
ने?
me. Just a few, and now you're trying to
कि
stop me
फिर से
again.
कोई और वीए ऐड
You
करा
should
है.
know.
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to your lunacy.
अच्छा नहीं
Anyone could tell you
वही
how
वीए
amateur your work is.
थोड़ा वॉइस बेटर करा है
Karina,
मतलब
Ilias,
कैरेक्टर के हिसाब से.
put him somewhere safely out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda is...
Master.
What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. Might be getting a bit ahead of herself
प्लीज
there,
जोक
though.
मत मारना.
No, Master, it's me. Listen to me. Something really weird is going on in Sumero City. Cleopatra! You're a forest watcher! Just yesterday, we agreed to come to Sumeru City today to go
All right, there's no rush. Let's back up a little. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, no. Master! Master!
What is it?
Don't cry. Dream.
Did you
था.
have another nightmare? I've told you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Cheer up. I'll take you to Hushang's. I heard he's got some new Go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and when you're ready, we'll head out.
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari. So it was just a dream.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon come to pass.
Who-
That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, you may as well tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about everything. And just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your 2 traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. I'd write them a letter if I were you. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond the bounds of fate.
ओके भाई साहब इंट्रो में भी एनिमेशन रखा है ड्यूरिन हेक्स बफर ब्रो मुझे कुछ पूछना है ड्यूरिन निकालो या स्किप कर दो और वो क्या करता है ड्यूरिन सपोर्ट समझ लो सपोर्ट प्लस सब डीपीएस काइंड ऑफ कह सकते हो कि 1/4 ऑफ बेनेट प्लस शांगलिंग 1/4 ऑफ बेनेट एंड 2x ऑफ शांगलिंग
What a strange situation. No wonder Kali was in such a rush to write us a letter. Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. You might not even recognize Paimon anymore. Oh, that's a scary thought. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is going on.
न्यू आउटफिट हाँ न्यू आउटफिट तो अफगान लॉक कर लिया है निकाल या स्किप कर दूं निकोल अगर निकाला है तो निकाल सकते हो बट अगर नहीं है निकोल देन तो नहीं बाहर का है तो फिर तो डेफिनेटली निकाल ही लो
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness. I'm so glad you made... Of course! We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City? Yeah, I was just gonna say, after I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced, from start to finish. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move to Caravan Rebot. The entire population of the city has to move?
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Ashavan. Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily relocate to Caravan Rebot.
Holy smokes!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous. They've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dory's The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a dream. After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. they concluded that the events seen in the dream are very likely to become a reality, and that an unknown danger is rapidly approaching. Oh, please keep that to yourself. We don't want to cause widespread panic. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but there haven't been any major incidents.
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go visit her in the Sanctuary of Surasthana when you arrive. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tainari? Kale? You got a minute? I need a hand here.
One moment, I'll be right there. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant on outside help. Thank you for coming in our time of need.
Excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you...
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Don't worry.
Those items are worth a small fortune! Make sure you store them somewhere safe!
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. No petty thief gets past me.
टेंडर भाई को क्वेस्ट एक्सपीरियंस करने दो. अरे the strange event is called presence City, whatever danger of foot, it must start here, which is why everyone.
We should go help the evacuees.
I'm
Yo,
so glad
Sunanju bhai,
that you
kya haal
believed me and came all this.
Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as we stick together. Goodbye.
Will do.
Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale. Let's head to the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
एक मिनट जरा मैं आ रहा हूँ.
Who goes there? No unauthorized access to this place. By order of Mahamatra Sino.
Mahamatra Sino.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Surely you've seen them.
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. My nerves are a little frayed. The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose this moment to strike, so he's ordered us to strengthen our defenses.
मैं खुश हो गया दुखी मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा because I lost to Jane while pulling for C1 Loma. Now I got Nicole in 10 pity. अरे I mean अच्छा तो है.
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds
भाई
at ease.
इसके बाद
Please,
सुपर
enter.
कंडक्ट का जो
I'm
आएगा
sure
वो
everyone's
निकाल लो तुम.
expecting you.
पूरा का पूरा नॉट ग्राई हो जाएगा बाहर का छोड़ के. बाहर का भी निकाल लिया भाई. पूरा नॉट ग्राई तुम्हारे अकाउंट में सुधांशु भाई. यार जनरल महामात्रा टाइनरी का है. 1-2 एकदम आगे ही बैठा है.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you are just what we need right now.
Oh, it's good to see everyone again. Kale gave us a rough idea of what's going on, but what kind of danger is Sumeru City in exactly? And how come...
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but...
I take it that Kale told you about her strange dream?
Yeah. Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird. Even you guys.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that...
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly modified
We don't know why Kali would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines. The tree serves as a central hub where the ley lines converge, and its core function is to record and store the world's
यार
knowledge
ये
and
NPC
memories.
तो कुछ अलग लग रहा है, इसका कुछ लोचा लग
But
रहा है मुझे.
something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance of this core function.
यही है क्या हिडन
Information is
दफ्तर है?
bottlenecking inside Irminsul,
मत बताना वैसे.
hampering the ley lines flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning. There's no telling what other nightmares could end up coming.
I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over the recording and processing function herself.
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memories involved. All that information flooding in at once would instantly fry any human mind.
वैसे मेरा निकोल निकालने का कोई प्लान नहीं था, बट कैजुअली 10 पुल में आ गया न्यू पोस्टर के लिए.
And for a god,
बैनर हटाओ क्वेस्ट के टाइम.
even for a god, the suffering must be unimaginable.
लो सब हटा दिया.
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue with the tree itself, on top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing all. And despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength
निकोल
to
कैसे वॉच
investigate
पुलिंग?
the Irminsul situation from
मैंने तो देखो
within
पुल करा.
and send us her findings.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul having been attacked from the outside.
So it's internal then. Some sort of disease, perhaps. No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines. If Irminsul malfunctioned this easily...
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Corps of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul wasn't...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind all this? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are in...
Dendro Archon!
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy levels are dangerous.
Looks like it's time to move to the backup plan.
What's the backup?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon with us. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes wrong.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But theoretically, under normal circumstances, she could unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of control, our first priority is to get her away from here.
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement.
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Corps of 30 know to start evacuating.
दतरे का और कितना बार? I think और 8-10 20 Heavenly Principle final boss आने के
Let's
बाद
go.
2-3
No
बार
sense
और
grieving when there's nothing
खत्म.
more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is over.
तो 10 बजे तक तो आज एंड कर दूंगा, कल बाकी का देखते हैं कल। क्वेस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग तो है। मोस्टली क्वेस्ट भाई स्टार्टिंग में बहुत बोरिंग होता है, ये क्वेस्ट स्टार्टिंग से ही इंटरेस्टिंग है।
The last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendro Archon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma, we've lost our means of investigating, and with Irminsul still deteriorating, we have no choice but to evacuate Sumeru City. Feels as though we're being pushed to...
Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Genshin 2 में भी कमबैक होगा, यस। स्टार रेल में भी हो सकता है, क्या बता। दोस्तों वे लाइक कद्दू मेरा साला यहाँ पे हर बार मेरे उड़ा देते हैं। इस बार सीधा हम लोग दूसरे गेम में ही जाएंगे।
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. The Ermins. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't.
No, sir. You have my word.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods. And with
Vision
it,
guys,
a vision. But we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or does it threaten the very foundations of this world?
क्या मतलब पेंटागन के पास विजन नहीं है? टारेल में ऑलरेडी ज़ैंडर है, ज़ैंडिक की जगह। आई नो, बट वहाँ पे ज़ैंडिक भी हो।
How is the Dendro Archon?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the rapid depletion of her power. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will appear.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality, potentially causing irreversible damage.
Correct.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality. But what about people? Well, gods.
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon...
Paimon's already getting lost here.
Master Tainari and Sino look so serious. I've not heard Master speak in this
Tainari.
ये क्या है भाई? Power Rangers.
Master Nephis, sages.
Tainari, haven't seen you in ages.
ये लग रहा है ना भाई, इंडियन ज्योतिषी, मतलब एकदम हमारे पुराने टाइम पे शोज में जैसा होता था।
Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get long?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Bob.
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus? I
This
thought he'd be with you.
This does not look like.
He went out into the wild to invest.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age.
Sages? More like Rangers, Power Rangers.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's...
भाई वो लेफ्ट वाला लेवल 3 का हेलमेट पहना हुआ है BGMI का। ये BGMI खेल रहा था बैठ के, ये सीरियस सिचुएशन में।
While we have Sage Alkindi of the Spontamod, Rataoist Sage Shakir.
Nice to meet you all.
I've heard much about you.
ये बंदा
Delighted to
BGMI
finally
खेल
meet
रहा
you
था
in
भाई।
person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself. Thank you.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter.
Of course!
इसको
No
अच्छा
true hero would
लगता
deny
है
a child their wish.
अरे इसका वो भेजना है तो क्लिप
Back to business. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. For now.
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be... Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? I wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse is always one step ahead of me.
I heard that while in the sanctuary, Irminsul is vital, not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the one.
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is completely destroyed?
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility exists.
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's all right, I'd like to talk with you about it in more detail.
Of course. But even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use, and Irminsul has existed for centuries.
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than chaos.
Sages, General Mahamatra, sorry to interrupt.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us, but was subdued.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly, with no time to catch up.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report in, while he continues investigating.
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you, I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile,
Get back soon.
Take care of yourselves. It's
बढ़िया है भाई क्वेस्ट मज़ा तो आ रहा है मूजा आ रही है मूजा इंटरेस्टिंग तो है खुद के जोक्स पे हंस रहा शट अप
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to...
So this is our mentally disturbed man?
I'm going to gut you all!
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort of warrior?
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead?
Yes. This area is relative. However, some vision...
Sino, do you remember the class
I do, Professor. I received full marks in that course.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Kindi, I'll need your help as well. Been a while since we worked on a
सबसे सही
project
रोल इस
together.
क्वेस्ट में आइविस किंग का था। मयंक भाई
Sure has.
नेक्स्ट टाइम
Well,
जब क्वेस्ट
what are we
आएगा
waiting
सबसे
for?
पहले मैं
Let's
क्लियर
get to
करके
work.
तुम्हें स्पॉइलर दूंगा, बता रहा हूँ मैं।
We can do to help?
मैं बता रहा हूँ, मैं ना लीक्स वीक्स देख के तुम्हें स्पॉइलर दे दूंगा।
Well, you need my help?
All right, well, don't go too far. There's too many unknowns at this.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later. Don't worry if you don't show up. I'll come and find you.
चलो बताओ आइविस किंग कौन था? अरे किंग दशरथ का ही कोई एक वो था, वही ना जिसने जैंडिक को अपना पावर नहीं दिया था, या फिर आई थिंक वो नहीं, वही तो आइविस किंग था। मतलब देना नहीं चाहता था बट ऑफर किया था और उसने रिफ्यूज कर दिया था,
That should
इफ आई
be
एम
the
नॉट रॉन्ग।
heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal. What is it? You thought of something? Really? Then let's get back.
ओके
Whew. Glad to see you've returned safe and sound.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Paimon sure feels better with everyone we know here.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon a...
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irmin's soul
एक
is
मिनट जरा
experiencing an
guys।
anomaly, it has not completely rejected access from the outside. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you
Devices? Oh, wait.
The Akasha terminals?
That's right.
Of course. It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha. Wasn't it?
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all still there. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get it up and running again.
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha need a Gnosis to function?
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle this problem, it looks like we'll be relocating once again.
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. Ring any bells? It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might find the answers you're looking for hiding there.
I agree. There's a good chance.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, Caravan Rebot won't be a safe haven for much longer. We have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to receive us at the village.
This leaves us just one thing to worry about. That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irminsul is fixed. There has to be another...
Huh. Well, luckily, the traveler...
Really?
Wow, nice one, traveler. Let's hear it.
कंडाके क्या हो गया?
Let's
कंडाके
say our Amorta experts.
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of the form, in which case, as long as a Pep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with. When she realizes the danger that Nihida is in, surely.
Either way,
Maybe a
we're
bit
not
level ho
exactly
jaye
spoiled
interest
for
na yaar.
choice here.
Hey, it's better than having no options at all.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru.
There's still a long road ahead, and
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, no matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the
Huh. Is that from King of Invocations?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Meh.
Well, it was very apropos. Come on, let's get...
Of course, it's say no. Say no.
Tainari has brought me up to speed. I approve, but we can't proceed with everything right away. You two, please go on.
No problem.
Words can't express my...
Alright, let's get going. If Paimon remembers correctly...
Traveler, Paimon. Colleague. What? Well, Master Tainari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. But ever since I had that, I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't take it all in. So...
Huh. Paimon knows it, but fear not. Everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Soon, it's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. You see? Being the greatest guide in Tibet isn't just a fancy title. It takes a lot of... Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people. Whenever that happens, she notes down the confusing parts and goes over them in her own...
This is perfect.
Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. Paimon has another copy. The spare copy was originally meant for the Traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day he might not need a guide anymore, so that it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. It will be enough for both of us.
Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. I think I'll make my own copy, and anyway, that was all. I won't keep you any longer.
See ya!
चलो.
Alright, time to bring the heat of the
बेचारे
Silpack.
NPCs के dialogue cut
Let's
कर
hope that old grouch is in a
cut
negotiating
कर रहे हैं. भाई they are NPCs.
Actually, never mind. In a pap size, Nervalet's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling. The ley lines are in disarray. Something has gone wrong with Irminsul yet. Even from a great distance away, I can sense that Sumeru is headed for destruction. You who took our home from us, Prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion.
This isn't a joke, Apep. Nahida's in grave danger. Can you please help her?
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Booer my assistance?
Apep, if you truly despise gods and humans so much, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scales?
Now that is a compelling... When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, it was Booer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish a dragon's dignity. Oh, tiny Booer, puny humans. Just this once I shall deign to show you the true power of...
Whoa! It's happening again! We're gonna get sucked in!
ले लो भाई, सही बोल रहा। इसका एसएस मैंने ले लिया डंडन। भाई डेंड्रो ड्रैगन का साइज लिटरली सुमेरु के एक सिटी के बराबर का है।
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. It shall not be long before she recovers. But I should warn you. Booer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved, she will never completely recover her former... Spare me your words of gratitude. You may also spare me your feigned concern. A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing Tiny Booer with a morsel of my life force shall have little consequence for me.
Oh, good to hear.
Ever held in high favor, I see.
Oh, well, you know.
The compliment was sincere. Simply accept it. I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed before they ever arrived in Tevat.
Okay.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Tevat, to dragonkind. Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form of elemental energy. You may know it as the power of the Light Realm. The heavenly principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Yet in the end, heavenly principles, God of gods, it makes me sick. The enmity between your kind and mine can never be bridged. As things stand today, holding a grudge against you would serve no purpose. But there will come a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter... I can already sense that far away from here, the Hydro Dragon has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurper. Though we have yet to meet, I know that we are both preparing for our revenge day.
Uh-huh.
I hear a great disturbance out there.
Huh? What is it?
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. Another calamity approaches. You both seem restless. Let us part ways here. Boer is safe with me. Once she has recovered, I shall return her to your side.
Oh, thanks again.
New we mentioned in 2026.
I told you already I have no need of your feigned concern.
Nahida, you're awake. Are you?
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she awoke for a brief moment, but she has now lost consciousness. Take it. We shall talk more at another time.
The statue of the god sang inverted from heavens, but alone evening. The location, remember, tell no one. Okay. फिर से वेंटी का स्टैचू आई डोंट नो मुझे क्यों लग रहा है कि it's gonna be Fenty's statue again.
Where the heck are we? Did you just dump us in the middle of nowhere? Wait, no.
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages. The rest of you?
Yes, Mahamach.
Who's gonna tell her?
Sino, what's going on?
Why it would be fun.
You're back.
जब
How is the Dendro Archon?
ये मिलेंगे मतलब imagine डेंड्रो एप बात कर रहा है उसे ट्रैवलर को भी फिनिश करने का and भी वहाँ पे awkward silently खड़ा है.
Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Silence.
निकोल का स्टोरी का निकोल का एक क्वेस्ट तो है.
Tainari and Kale
हर
have
4
returned
दिन
to
में वो
our village
रिफ्रेश
to
होगा.
help. The Jinn are
Probably
being
it's like
highly
Durin.
aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans require protection.
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? In all my trips to the desert...
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could...
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still. My master. I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
Lilipar. Yeah, we once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the Jinn to worry about.
You mean, there are other
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebot, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and to call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since...
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by the...
अरे चल रहे outdated DPS.
You should get going. We'll take care of things here.
ले भाई मैं सोचा अगले का टीम यूज करूंगा यहाँ पे मस्त निकोल वाला.
You too.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
Everything he has aura with prototype rancor. Traveler has aura in lore, but aura with L in gameplay.
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurabad! Looks like our vision was right!
units at the ready. The Fatui? They must be using this place as a stronghold! Are they the ones behind all this?
Didn't take too long.
Fighting Jin with one hand and Fatui with the other? This is pure chaos!
Commendable. Everlasting as the moon.
Begone! By royal decree, final warning!
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Such defiance!
Drop your weapons!
Midnight Phantasmical.
और बाकी है नीचे
Begone!
क्या है कौन है चलो जरा आए हैं तो
Stop right there!
डोंट टेल मी कि ये खत्म ही नहीं होगा कर ले भाई कर ले अगर मटेरियल ड्रॉप करते ये सब तो मैं फाइट ले लेता फिर भी बट दे आर नॉट ड्रॉपिंग मटेरियल सो एफेक्ट
You see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurabad and setting all those dangerous Jin free.
बट के अलावा सबको इग्नोर ओके
Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route. Stop it at all costs.
Drop your weapons!
Success! Nice one, Traveler. Let's keep going.
Transfixed.
Midnight Phantasma!
Such defiance.
अरे यार ले भाई ले आजा अगले का स्किल चाहिए भाई आजा
Final warning! I think not. By royal decree!
This hunk of junk's gone kaput. Now we can finally...
फाइनली बोल के रुक गए मतलब बॉस फाइट वगैरह कुछ तो
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did. I must commend your courage.
इसके पास विजन तो नहीं है
charge here,
if I'm
huh?
not wrong
First the problems with...
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Oh, this guy is... However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start... Let's get him! Traveler? What's wrong?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy,
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation?
Traveler is Vegeta,
Unfortunately,
guys.
I really don't have anything to say to you. I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I wanted to observe you up close while I had the chance.
And Pantalon ने starting में hint तो दिया था कि इसके पास vision नहीं है.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic animal.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You seem rather predisposed to misunderstand me. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our goal.
What do you mean, admiration? Sorry, but that sounds...
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect...
Well, now that you're observing us up close...
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains... Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
3 moons?
So you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
There's delusion. Yes, they use delusion, but I don't think कि Pantalon delusion भी use करता है.
Our commander Dottore died in Nodcry, but there are things that do not end with his departure. Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well. A repeated visitor to Gurubad? I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3 generations. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalt.
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of anything?
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present may not necessarily be an enemy for life. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you farewell. It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal them.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall him while I execute the next step of the plan. Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there!
All units, stop them! Protect them!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! He definitely knows something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick!
Rear guard to the front! Don't let them through!
Get that thing in position!
Hold on! Just a little longer!
We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain! What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of... Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so I planned ahead. Where to chat with you, which door to... You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice. And for all you know, it may not even... But not to worry. This is only our first meet.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel...
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained or escape from the hardship imposed. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will need a little more time to prepare.
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures before. I'm sorry. She shouldn't have jumped the gun. Oh, okay.
अगर इसका दत्तरे को हेल्प करके क्या बेनिफिट मिलेगा? दोनों का गोल सेम ही है ना? दोनों को ही न्यू ऑर्डर ढूंढना है. बेसिकली हेवनली प्रिंसिपल को रिप्लेस करना है दोनों को ही.
Sino and his team are guarding the north. We'll take this side.
There's so many Jin. We can't let them get into Aruville.
Don't fret. I am well prepared for...
Huh. So you have a solution?
Perhaps you're... Off you go, Plumpy. Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000... 20,000 Mora. 100,000 Mora. Final up.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and... Plumpy! Don't you Jin have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation. You wanna play rough? You can play it back.
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful,
Yes, Master.
What happened? How did I pass out? Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in a video forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Fighting side by side? I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Please stop.
One with the forest.
Wait, ये ट्रायल कैरेक्टर्स नहीं रहे. Lower accurate Dory.
I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle. Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's account.
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line.
They've breached up.
We're hemmed in.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news. Another
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. But
Master!
This is not a discussion.
Wait! You can't pin all your... Oh, great. Master! Huh?
What is it, Kale?
Nicole, क्या बोल? Need any help? Okay.
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn, and the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake.
I don't care. Whoever you are.
I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat after me. What?
Watch out! Jin in...
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion.
What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen you so agitated before.
But how do you...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
I am the shimmering light that flows from the...
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain, even in historical texts. All we have is a few
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although... No, it's more than that.
Clearly, the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a soothing effect on them. At the very least, they're...
Really? Let me... I am a spirit created at the beginning... Don't stay away! I'll stop!
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it. But...
Kale.
Kale main character moment, yes. दोस्तरे वेले का आजा दोस्तरे अब तेरा मैं एक नंबर होके आता हूँ 1 मिनट ये करके बैठा है ये
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault. Turns out it was just you guys.
भाई जेट का वॉइस भी है
Wait, that sounds like...
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
Jet! Ban!
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there. This should be the right mechanism. There we go. Come on, let's leave this place.
कूल वॉइस एक्चुअली बहुत प्यारा वॉइस रखा है ओके हाउ आई सी नॉस्टैल्जिया हो गया लास्ट टाइम भी जेट के साथ क्वेस्ट में ऐसे ही पीछे ये पड़ा था ये डार्क ऑब्जेक्ट ओके सामने पे है गया
Those Fatui sure made themselves scarce. It's like they were never here.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again.
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being very coy about...
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben, huh?
Of course not! We're super duper best...
Jet the Savior.
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what brings you to Guru?
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. We're here to look for Lilupar.
Oh, that bottle?
Yeah! We need her power to calm the Jinn and stop the... Here's hoping we actually manage to find her. After all the trouble we've been through. Surely we...
Okay, Guravad के chess pieces.
Let's see. She should be around. Aha! Found her! Lilupar!
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamities stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope. I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch-black abyss... Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and... Oh, we managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and...
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storm.
Thank you,
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
यार मतलब यहाँ पे मेरा मिक्स्ड ओपिनियन कि लिलूपर को एक एंड दे दिया था उसके बाद मतलब उस क्वेस्ट में ऐसा दिखाएगा कि लिलूपर इज गॉन लेफ्ट अस फॉर गुड बट यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है शी वाज हियर ऑल अलोन
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exact.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked. Well, there shouldn't be any more gin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
She was sleeping.
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins.
भाई लिलूपर का वॉइस बहुत प्यारा दिया है सूट करता है मतलब दोनों को ही उनका वॉइस सूट करता है
The storms have stopped. We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup.
भाई मैंग भाई ने बोला ब्रेक पॉइंट है कहाँ है ब्रेक पॉइंट भाई ये तो स्पेशल डोमेन के अंदर है 10 बज गए हाँ मैं थोड़ी देर और ही रहूंगा बस आज इतनी गर्मी है क्या बताऊं
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this...
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, the scale of this project is enormous. Even with Carvey, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen.
You're back. Everything all right? And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Request to probably yes.
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's called...
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved?
Westpura domain के अंदर I think so.
After getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mech...
Wow. Thanks for being...
So... This mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there...
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore...
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful, should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into this.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of...
You bet we did. This place is incredible. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a quest. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists.
Paimon totally gets that. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to answer 3 questions.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer?
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to...
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nod Cry her home. If she's the person you were talking about...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right.
Nicole!
Why, hello! We're here to help.
चलो मैं डिनर करने जाता भाई भाई ये वाला पॉइंट खत्म हो जाए मैं भी फिर एंड कर दूंगा स्ट्रीम मुझे भी खाना खाने जाना है बाकी कल कंप्लीट कर लूंगा भाई क्वेस्ट
It's a
अच्छा है
good thing we left.
Locked out?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become...
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to... I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps...
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in
Judging by your tone?
Sounds like you don't know much about my...
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time. So I do know it. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nod Cry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both. Still, if time has taught me anything,
But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end...
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally...
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever.
In that case, would you like to hear...
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel.
A long, long time ago, monotonous work, human emotion, it's both love.
Most sophisticated. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory... As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little. But I won't...
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you? I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are...
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away...
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the...
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment, I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore...
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before...
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should...
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any...
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you...
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head. You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon.
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived...
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly?
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of...
Yep, and she's also an amazing...
You could say she's a real
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get... Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole? If it's okay.
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did... I can guide you to the truth. But it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible. I thought we were going to speak alone.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by...
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed...
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no...
Closest friends! It's so nice to hear that.
All right. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help. And I was sent... There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained... I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to... Anyway. So... You're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata.
What? Huh. You don't seem surprised like the rest of us.
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jin.
Ah! You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the goddess of...
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
I guess you of all people have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubises.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tina.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way...
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, Her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The Mother of Dreams? Lord of Flowers and Oases? She must have had a premonition.
But I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with God remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not All right. Any further questions from the...
Let's move out.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really...
Haven't you
Honestly,
handled
ये
other big
powers
projects
अगर
before?
नीलू में होती तो
I
ज़्यादा
mean,
सूट
the
करता.
biggest project I've worked on to date is probably...
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and
अभी तक
smoothly
stream
than
चल रहा है. हाँ,
last
बस
time.
खत्म ही करने
Kave's
वाला हूँ.
self-doubt disappeared and...
Well, this...
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars.
Oh, well,
Whoa!
Look at the level of detail. The squirrel descends from the heaven.
Kave? Kave!
All right, but hang on a moment.
You called? What is it?
This squirrel statue.
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about
Young
heroes in your
lady.
spare time?
As a matter of
कंप्लीट
fact,
बट रहे हो
I
ठीक है
do quite enjoy those.
भाई मुझे अभी तो
Everyone
कंप्लीट
loves
करना
a
है.
good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it Kave.
Sorry, Madam Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my... Then place the two statues faced...
Yes! That's exactly...
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry. I didn't catch...
Just call me Nicole.
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. And my dear Miss Nicole, once in this day of age, it's rare to find people...
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long... Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after...
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes?
Never mind.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetic.
This quest is too good. Villain, background refill and storytelling peak logical. भाई मुझे आज तो मैं कंप्लीट कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा. अभी भी आई थिंक 4 घंटे का तो बचा ही होगा. So I'll be completing this by tomorrow. चलो अब भी मैं यहाँ पे एंड करूँगा. यहाँ पे I'll be ending this story. बाकी का कल खत्म करेंगे. एक्चुअली क्लोज ही कर देते हैं. चलो गाइस स्ट्रीम यहीं पे एंड करते हैं. मैं फोर्स शट डाउन कर दूंगा गेम. तो चलो आज के लिए टाटा बाय बाय, टेक केयर, गुड नाइट, शुभ रात्रि. एंड जितना बाकी हम लोग कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे. तो अभी के लिए बाय बाय.